your left.
We are back here for our second game of the night. Unbeaten AMD Industries taking on Edward Jones. I'm Mon Valley Independent Sports Editor Jeremy Salou to take you through this game. I'll also have coverage in tomorrow's Mon Valley Independent. Run down the starting lineups real quick for Edward Jones, who will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Number 3, Eliza Newcomer. Number 4, Presley Colditz. Number 6, Alyssa Clutter. Number 6, Alyssa Clutter. Number 9, Kayla Gurdich. Number 10, Lainey Gurdich. For AMD, number 2, Kaylin Vienick. Number 3, Olivia Cox. Number 5, Bailey Brinson. Number 6, Eden Williamson. Number 11, Tasia Troxler-Scott, earning a start after last game's great performance defensively. AMD comes out. Let's see, take a look at where these teams are in the standings. After 5.5 weeks. Edward Jones sits at 2-5. And AMD is now 7-0. As we get ready for the start of this one, Eden Williamson to jump it up against Lainey Gurdich. Here we go. Williamson tips it over to Cox. We're starting, and there goes Cox straight to the lane. Easy basket over Lainey Gurdich. And AMD's off to a quick 2-0 lead. So here comes Clutter the other way. Kicks it outside to Kayla Gurdich. Back out to Presley Colditz at the top. Inside to Newcomer. Back out to Colditz. It's a Clutter in the corner. Gets it inside to Lainey Gurdich, and Troxler-Scott with a steal. She's going the other way. Kicks it outside to Olivia Cox. She's going to drive floater over Lainey Gurdich, and that's good. It's 15-10 to go here, and it's already 4-0, 50 seconds into the game. Here comes Alyssa Clutter. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. No good. Newcomer with the rebound, surrounded by 3 girls, and Bailey Brinson blocks it. It comes to Kaylin Vienick. Here comes Vienick the other way. Kicks it over to Troxler-Scott in the corner. Back outside to Vienick. Vienick inside to Williamson, guarded by Colditz, and she goes in and scores, and Colditz is called for the foul. And we're going to get a chance for a 3-point play here by Eden Williamson from Trinity. Free throw is no good. Lainey Gurdich clears the rebound. Way up ahead to Colditz, and the ball slips out of her fingers. It's a turnover for Edward Jones. And here comes AMD again. Kaylin Vienick goes behind the back to the free throw. The free throw line, out to Troxler-Scott to Williamson. Back out to Vienick. Vienick scoops inside. Going to get called for a travel after the Euro step. Coach Rathway wants an explanation. Not happy with it. Here comes Clutter the other way for Edward Jones. Tries to force it inside to Lainey Gurdich against Brinson. Up and under. No good. Williamson gets the rebound, and here she goes the other way. Kicks it over to Kaylin Vienick. Back inside to Williamson. Williamson spins on Gurdich. Blocked. Cox gets the deflection, but Gurdich steals it away. Comes Clutter up ahead to Colditz, and she misses a layup. The best chance there for Edward Jones to get on the board. And here comes Kaylin Vienick the other way for AMD. Vienick for 3, no good. Lainey Gurdich gets the rebound. Up ahead to Kayla Gerdich, inside to her sister. Nice spin move on Brinson, and she scores and makes it 6-2. 13:09 left, and Troxler Scott goes to the lane, and she's going to draw a foul on Lainey Gerdich. 13:06 to play. Troxler Scott will go to the line for 2. Misses the first. Brinson's going to get some words of advice from head coach Bria Rathway over on the AMD bench. Troxler Scott misses the second. Newcomer clears the rebound. Here comes Clutter the other way. Goes right by Troxler Scott, but she is tied up. Good defense by Troxler Scott. And we get a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Edward Jones. As Newcomer scores inside, makes it 6-4. Williamson lets go of a 3. She airballed it, and it's going to go the other way. And give a quick shout out to the 31 tuned in on YouTube. Brinson rips a rebound away from Lainey Gerdich underneath. Here goes Troxler Scott up to Vinik quickly. Vinik pulls in, curls into the free throw line and pulls up for a jumper, and she makes it. 12:07 to go here, and AMD has an 8-4 lead. Here goes Clutter inside, holds her feet. Her jumper is no good, and here comes Williamson the other way. Kicks it up to Vinik. Down underneath the Williamson. Tries to get it to Cox. It went through her finger. Troxler Scott recovers at the free throw line. Here goes Brinson. Kicks it out to Williamson for a 3. No good. Vinik with an offensive rebound. Vinik spins in the lane against Kolditz. Her layup was short. Presley Kolditz with a rebound. Gets it up to Alyssa Clutter. She's going to drive baseline. Kicks it to Lainey Gerdich. Her jumper is no good from about 12 feet. Comes Williamson the other way. Williamson over to Vinik in the corner. Her 3 is no good. Williamson with a big offensive rebound. And her shot blocked by Newcomer as Farrah Reeder checks in. As does Samantha Smichnik, Michaela Dixon, and for Edward Jones. Comes Cox, gets it into Reeder. Reeder way out, back out top to Vinik. Here comes Vinik, crosses over on Dixon. Reeder's going to shoot a 3, just glances off the front of the rim, but Cox gets an offensive rebound, kicks it back to Williamson, back to Troxler Scott. She drives to the hoop and scores. Makes it 10-4. Troxler Scott making an impact. Getting the start today for Coach Rathway's team. Alyssa Clutter dribbles around to the left wing. Michaela Dixon gets it inside and back outside to Kolditz. Guarded by Vinik, gets a screen, curls around, let's go, the floater, no good. Lainey Gerdich with a rebound, no good. And the ball is knocked out of bounds, and it'll go down to AMD. Nearly 6 minutes in now, 10:17 to go. There goes Kaylin Vinik for 3, and that's good. Vinik makes it 13-4 from the left wing. Clutter with a floater, and she scores in the first overall pick of the draft. Gets on the board for Edward Jones. Cuts the lead down to 7, 13-6. Kaylin Vinik now dribbling around the outside of the circle. Gets it to Aubrey Sample. The Troxler Scott. She's going to let go of a jumper high off glass. No good. Ends up getting her own offensive rebound after a couple of deflections. Sample gets it to Kaylin Vinik. Has her pocket picked by Clutter. Clutter beats her down the floor for an easy layup. Clutter, 2 consecutive baskets. Make it 13-8. Aubrey Sample pulls up for a 3, no good. Williamson with an offensive rebound, and she is fouled. She went down hard. She's up and she's okay. Michaela Dixon gets the foul. Her first, team first. Williamson's going to go to the line for a pair. Tara Calloway and Julia Benlock about to check in for AMD. So Williamson misses the first. Free throw shooting, something Coach Rathway said many times has been an Achilles heel for this team. They were 3 for, I believe, 10 early in the game, last game against Monessen Forest. Williamson misses the second, but hustles and gets her own rebound. Farrah Reeder looked to get it into Kaylin Vinik. Now they switch places. Farrah Reeder inside working on Laney Gurge, but Vinik's going to pull up for a 3, no good, and Clutter easily walks to the rebound. Clutter tried to force the ball into Smichnik and stolen away by AMD, and here comes Sample back the other way over to Tara Calloway in the corner. Calloway gets it out to Reeder. 2 Bell Vernon products sharing the ball there. Calloway curls it over to Vinik. Vinik's going to dribble in, pulls up, no good. Reeder saves it from going out of bounds, gets it to Williamson, and it comes to Sample. Here comes Kaylin Vinik again, back at the top. Vinik over to Tara Calloway, and Farrah Reeder back to Vinik in the corner, drives baseline. There goes Reeder inside, gets her own rebound. She's called for a travel, so that's going to go down the other way. There goes Clutter straight down the lane, and her floater is off the front of the rim as Julia Benlock got the rebound, and Clutter steals it away and scores. A little bit of a cold spell here for AMD as Reeder shoots a 3 and she makes it. So much for that cold spell. Farrah Reeder showing her range. Makes it 16-10 now after 6 straight points by Alyssa Clutter. And head coach Larry Cash is going to call a timeout for Edward Jones. As I'm on the feed here. Jose's working away on his story from the previous game. There are 36 people tuned into the broadcast now. Slide over and give us a like on the stream. Feel free to shoot us something over in the chat. It's live and active. We had some
I only pay $30 a month for it.
good back and forth in the chat last game. Come the teams back out after the timeout by Larry Cash. Still the same 5 on the floor for each team. take that back. Cassandra Holland from Ringgold checks in for Edward Jones. Kayla Dixon to inbound. Throws it over, trying to get it to newcomer, but Williamson steals it away. She pulls up. Does not get the roll. Michaela Dixon, the smallest player out there, comes away with the rebound, but she's tied up by Tara Calloway, and it's going to be a jump ball and go to AMD. Julia Ogrodowski comes back in. Williamson inside off the inbound. She scores for AMD and make it 18-10. Nice little inbound play there for AMD. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Gurditch, and Calloway gets a tie up, but it's going to go down to Edward Jones. Clutter looks to get it into Gurditch, and she is fouled by Ogrodowski. Her first foul, team's foul first. Kayla Gurditch gets it into her sister. Laney goes up and scores. It's going to be another foul on Ogrodowski. Two quick ones. Laney Gurditch is going to have a chance at a three-point play. Bailey Brinson checks in. Gurditch misses the free throw, and Vinik clears the rebound for AMD, and here she comes the other way. Sample dishes it over to Brinson and kicks it out to Benlock, who got it to Vinik for a three. So Kaylin Vinik with her second three of the half. Makes it 21-12. Tied our largest lead of the game. Clutter throws it away to Brinson. Here comes the EF product up ahead to Aubrey Sample. She's going to shoot a three, and that's good. So it's now 24-12 as AMD doubles up on Edward Jones as Sample hits a three. From the right wing. Kolditz looks to answer with a three. No good off the back of the iron. Laney Gurditch with the rebound. Good move inside. Doesn't get it to roll. And here comes Calloway. The other way. Back out to Sample. She's going to shoot again. No good. Brinson with the offensive rebound. She's going to get called for a travel. Troxler Scott checked back in for Benlock. Scary thing about this AMD team is they drafted really well. They only have two seniors on the roster, in Kaylin Vinik and Aubrey Sample, so everybody else due to come back in 2021. Which will probably make them the favorites again. Clutter pulls up for three, no good. Brinson and Gerdich battle for the rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Gerdich. Laney Gerdich, that is, and AMD will take over again. 4:25 to go here, 24-12. Comes Sample. Brinson is deflected, and Sammy Smichnik turns it over, and Aubrey Sample underneath, no good. Brinson gets the rebound blocked by Laney Gerdich. Sends it back over to Aubrey Sample. Tries to hit Kaylin Venick, cut into the hoop, but it comes to Brinson, out to Troxler Scott. She's going to shoot, and that's good. Troxler Scott with a jumper. 5 points now for the Oakland Catholic product. Laney Gerdich inside, gets it to Alyssa Clutter out top. She drives strong to the hoop. She's fouled. Caught one across the nose from Aubrey Sample. Her first team third. Clutter is going to go to the line for a pair, trailing 26-12. Misses the first. Olivia Cox, Abigail Winkleblack check in for AMD. Clutter's second shot is up and good. 3:26 to go here in the first half. Kaylin Venick dribbles around the top of the circle. Troxler Scott at the top. Gets a screen from Brinson. Kicks it back out to Brinson. Has a pass intended for Venick, knocked out of bounds by a Clutter. Here goes Venick. Oh, takes the inbound pass. Guarded by her Trinity Hiller teammate, Alyssa Clutter. Venick gets it inside to Olivia Cox, back out to Troxler Scott. Her jumper is no good. Kaylin Venick tries to get a shot off the offensive rebound. It was knocked away by Clutter. And there goes Olivia Cox for three, no good. Abby Winkleblack knocks it out of bounds. It's going to go down to Edward Jones. 2:36 remaining here. There's a three by Clutter. Smichnik with the rebound. It's fouled by Winkleblack. Colditz gets it way out to Clutter at the mid-court line. She flies to the hoop. Puts her shoulder into Brinson. Her shot was no good. No foul called either way. Venick gets the rebound. 2:09 to go here. Troxler Scott drives baseline. She was fouled by Colditz. Colditz's second, team's fourth here in the first half. The inbound comes to Brinson. Looks to screen for Venick. Scoops it back over to Bailey Brinson inside to Troxler Scott. Under the hoop. Nice play with the left hand. Makes it 28-13. Troxler Scott now with 6 points here in the first half. Kayla Gerdich now. She's going to drive to the hoop. No good. Colditz with the rebound. Has her pass deflected by Venick, and she comes away with a steal. Gets it up ahead quickly to Brinson. Over to Olivia Cox for a deep two. No good. tried to get it to Brinson on the other block, and it goes out of bounds. So it's going to be Edward Jones ball, trailing 28-13. 1:12 remaining here in the first half. Alyssa Clutter's going to walk the ball up. Smichnik inside. She's fouled by Winkleblack again. Smichnik, California, she's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Smichnik hits the first. With, I believe, 56 seconds to go here. She misses a second, and Troxler Scott's going to get the rebound. Troxler Scott fouled by Clutter. Larry Cash liked that defense, but it was a foul. It's Clutter's first foul, team's fifth. Caitlin Vienick gets it over to Olivia Cox. Cox gets it inside to Bailey Brinson. She's going to nice fake to the left. It doesn't get the shot to fall. Here comes Presley Colt. It's now 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Troxler Scott gives it over, gives her fits, and she gets it to Lainey Gurdich. Colditz had the ball deflected out by Troxler Scott. Kayla Gurdich over to her sister. 8 seconds to go. She pulls up short. Clutter is out of bounds. So with 4.3 seconds to go. Troxler Scott drives, lays it in from just inside the three-point line underhand, and it goes off glass, and she scores. Make it 30-14 with 2:56 to go. Or sorry, 2:56 to go. That's till halftime.
Yep.
My bad. What a half for Troxler Scott. 8 points, including the last 6 for her team.
Sorry I left you there, Jeremy.
That's okay. I'm good.
Handling it well. Trying to work on my story from that exciting first game. 54-46 win for State Farm.
And we'll take a look at the stats here, hopefully before halftime's up. Probably going to start working on my story here soon. Here come the stats. Thank you. Looking first at AMD, 30 points here and a half. Troxler Scott with 8, including the last 6. Farrah Reeder with 3. Eden Williamson with 4. Aubrey Sample with 3. Olivia Cox with 4. Caitlin Vienick leads the way with 8. Or she shares the honor with Troxler Scott. For Edward Jones, Alyssa Clutter doing everything herself here with 7. Half of her team's 14 points. Lainey Gurdich with 2, with 4 big rebounds. Liza Newcomer with 2, and Sammy Smichnik with 1. Thank you.
It'll be on Twitter.
Stay tuned for our third game of the night. Cedarbrook taking on Monessen Florist. Cedarbrook at 0-7, Monessen Florist at 3-4. Monessen Florist needing a win to stay in the playoff hunt. 25 seconds to go now as Nesson Flores players are about to tune in. They're checking into the gymnasium here at Marx's Court Time Sports Center. For AMD, we have Aubrey Sample, Eden Williamson, Julia Gradowski, Farrah Reeder, Julia Benlock. For Edward Jones, Alyssa Clutter, Presley Kolditz, Kayla Gerdich, Lainey Gerdich, and Eliza Newcomer on the court for the start of the second half. Here's Julia Ogrodowski, kicks it back out to Benlock and to Sample. There's a shot by Sample, air ball, and Clutter gets the rebound.
Oh, ball got away. Goes into the stands. Nobody was sitting there.
Now you're going to join back in, or what?
Yeah, I'll join back in.
Done doing your story?
Nah, I got most of it done. I'll finish it when we get back to the office a little later.
Clutter, little drop pass into Lainey Gerdich, no good. Farrah Reeder with the rebound. Here she comes the other way. She drives and scores. She goes coast to coast. Make it 32-14. Newcomer and Ogrodowski battle now inside, and it's going to be a jump ball. Stay with Edward Jones. So this game definitely not as close as the opening game of the night. Kolditz gets it into Newcomer. Back out top to Clutter. Back inside to Newcomer, out to Kolditz in the corner for three, no good. And Aubrey Sample with the rebound. Here she goes the other way, up ahead to Benlock. She's going to pull up for a deep three, no good. Williamson outduels Clutter for the rebound, but she has her shot blocked by Lainey Gerdich. Here goes Clutter the other way, one-on-one with Ogrodowski. She faded away, and the shot doesn't fall. Williamson gets it ahead to Reeder. Reeder again goes in to score to make it a 20-point lead. 14-15 to go, and we're at that 20-point threshold. If we go below, once we hit the 10-minute mark, if it's a 20-point game at any time, it becomes a running clock. And the clock will only stop for timeouts and free throws. Farrah Reeder a little too aggressive on the defense there, and fouls Lainey Gerdich. Her team's first here in the second half. There's a deep three by Clutter, no good. The ball goes out of bounds off of Ogrodowski. Looked like it went off of Newcomer there. The officials get paid to make that call. I don't. Clutter takes the inbound, goes way over top of the basket. She tracks down the rebound and goes all the way to the other end of the court, and it goes off of Eden Williamson, and it's going to be Edward Jones' ball. Good hustle there by the AMD.
Williamson and Clutter did a lot of runs on that one.
It's the thing about the success Williamson's had in the league. She's only a sophomore. So definitely the potential to go down as one of the best to play in this league.
was wondering why I felt a little weird. I didn't have my headphones in.
Ah. And we got a timeout by Larry Cash as his team could not get the ball advanced. Oh. Little update. Bell Vernon Leopard Nation with a 7-5 lead on Seneca Valley.
The Western Pennsylvania Summer Baseball League playoffs. It's the bottom of the 6th inning in that game. Edward Jones inbounds, down by 20 here with
another turnover. Presley Colditz going to foul Aubrey Sample. That's going to be the 3rd on Colditz. Second of the half.
Jeremy, 10 hits for Bell Vernon here, for the Bell Vernon tonight. Going back to a little update.
Goes Sample inside the reader. Oh, and she a little too far under the backboard. Williamson gets a rebound. She was fouled by Newcomer. Her first, team second. Can't go without mentioning Newcomer from my alma mater. Go Doors.
Still think, hope maybe we can get some Norwin kids here next couple of years. Not too far from here in Elizabeth Township, so.
Comes Williamson now after missing the first. Gonna try to hit the second. And that one is true. So it's 35-14. After Williamson goes 1 for 2. Just under 13 minutes to go here. Clutter falls down, gets it out to Colditz though in the corner. Tries to force Delaney Gerdich. She has it outside. That's not where you want her. You want her down on that block.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gives it over to Michaela Dixon. Dixon throws it wildly out of bounds. 6 feet away from the player she was trying to get it to. Her high school coach Mike Gerdich returned to the sidelines today as the assistant coach. Ogrodowski goes underneath, has a block by Laney Gerdich, and he just put his head in his hands and shook his head. As Julia Benlock's going to hit a 3. Make it 38-14. An 8-0 run here to start the half for AMD.
AMD just defensively has been so solid here tonight.
Laney Gerdich on the floor, kicks it out to Clutter. Gets it to Colditz. Colditz with a lefty floater, no good. Here goes Farrah Reeder. Reeder comes down, nice cross-court pass to Sample. No. Michaela Dixon looked like she took a little charge there. Nothing called. No block, no charge, no nothing. We're going to have a line change for A&D. Olivia Cox, Troxler Scott, Bailey Brinson, Tara Calloway, Kayla Venick all check in. It's a good idea for Coach Rathway, though. I mean, she got 11 players here tonight. Go 5 in, 5 out. Calloway gets it into Olivia Cox, way out top to Kaylin Venick. Looks like she took a step before the ball hit the floor. Nothing called. Cox inside, back out to Brinson. Short corner jumper, no good. Troxler Scott with an offensive rebound, way too strong on the follow. Laney Gerdich with the rebound, and she is fouled. It's going to go against Troxler Scott. Her first.
So you wouldn't even really call this the second line for AMD. You just call it
1B.
The first line.
It's
and
1B.
The first line.
Yeah, it's line 1A, 1B, regardless of the personnel. Smichnik goes high off the glass, no good.
Because if this
Troxler
is
Scott with the rebound.
considered their bench players, I think any other team would probably take this too.
I would say this is probably 1A, and 1B got to start in the second half.
Yeah.
Michaela Dixon rips it away from Olivia Cox and just kind of smiles. AMD still having fun out there. That's good to see. Tara Calloway and Michaela Dixon. Now one-on-one, and the ball is dead in the corner, and Clutter comes around to get it, and it's knocked out of bounds by AMD. Waiting to see how long that whiteboard stays in Larry Cash's hands. A couple of times I thought he might give it a little slam.
Give it a toss.
Yeah.
I don't know if his chairs are safe either.
I mean, not that that would be a good thing, but visibly frustrated over there.
Yes.
Smichnik gets the loose ball. She lets up a shot off the side of the backboard. Troxler Scott with another rebound.
We have seen some coaches get frustrated here the last couple of days.
Tried to force it to Veenek. It's stolen away by Clutter, and there's the first basket nearly 6 minutes in for Edward Jones.
38 to 16. AMD leads with 10:10 on the clock. Kaylin Veenek now with it.
That's going to start our running clock. Mercy rule here. Brinson inside goes up against Gerdich. No good. Brinson kind of smacked Gerdich in the head, and she's taking a beating under there. 9:48 to go, 38-16. The running clock has been started. Second foul on Brinson. Third of the half by AMD is Clutter guarded now by Kaylin Veenek. That's one thing that's lost. Well, hasn't been lost, but we haven't really talked much about is AMD's defense over especially these last couple games. Their offense hasn't been the best. Their defense, though, has been nonstop. Dixon kicks it out to Kolditz for three. No good. Brinson gets the rebound up the head to Troxler Scott, and I don't think there's many people catching her down the floor.
No.
She's all alone.
40 to 16 now in favor of AMD with just under 9 minutes to go.
Gives Troxler Scott 10 points now. And Coach Rathway, after the steal before the tie-up, gets a timeout. And it's going to be AMD's ball when we come back here. Clock has stopped with the timeout.
I did talk to Bria and Rathway and her assistants on the bench before the game, and they asked me, Jose, who'd you pick to win it all this year?
You didn't pick them.
You're not. I said no comment.
I picked them.
You did pick them. I also told them that, good TV, good, viewing. I mean, I can't agree with you.
I can't.
I still think that it's going to be an AMD State Farm Championship game.
Speaking of viewing, we have 43 tuned into the stream now.
We got 5 likes.
Feel free to hit us up on the chat. In games like this, I got a little bit more free time.
Yeah, tweet us, Facebook message us.
It's going to be easier
Hit us
to
up
chat,
on MySpace.
Troxler Scott with a three-pointer. Makes it 43-16.
She's having a pretty good week.
Very good week. A 13-2 run to start the half here, nearly midway through, as Clutter is just launching up a three. Lainey Gerdich with the rebound, and she is fouled. The foul is going to go against Olivia Cox. Lainey Gerdich going to shoot 2 free throws here. That's Cox's first, team's 4th foul. Lainey Gerdich hits the first. Misses the second. Brinson gets the rebound. Tara Calloway with the foul for AMD, her first team's 5th.
We need to start coming up with baseball signs.
Numbers are easy enough. Kayla Dixon takes the handoff, curls around the end, gets it over to Colditz at the top, down low to Gurdich. Gurdich goes up, no good. Olivia Cox gets the rebound, and my observation, I think when Gurdich gets that ball underneath, she just waits too long. As soon as you get that ball, you got to go up. Yeah, too long, let people get around her. She clears that rebound off the miss. There goes Clutter. Tried to get it outside to Colditz. No good.
Here comes another line change for AMD.
One B checks back in.
AMD basically taken up almost all their seats on the bench.
Yeah, Coach Rathway's excited. I told her that's what happens when you're undefeated. Clutter misses a 3. Everybody wants to come play.
Yep. And she does a really good job of giving everybody equal playing time. Everyone gets a shot.
Benlock now with the ball in the quarter, gets it over to Julia Gradowski. Gradowski crosses over and gives it back to Benlock to Winkleblack. She's going to let go of a 3, and that's going to be well short. Michaela Dixon comes up. They're trying to get Winkleblack a basket. Colditz is going to let go of a 3 for Edward Jones. No good. And Colditz has not found her shot today. Michaela Dixon throws a little elbow there. Aubrey Sample up ahead. Behind the back to Williamson.
Nothing called there.
Knocked out of bounds by Clutter. Here goes Williamson over to Benlock. She's going to let go of a 3, no good. Williamson tracked that rebound well. Had it blocked by Newcomer, though. And we got a jump ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. Or out of bounds. It's going to go down to AMD. Apologize again.
A long day.
It has been a long day. Long day that I didn't get out of bed until 1 o'clock. So, because it was a long night the night before.
Yeah.
Winkleblack throws one up. Air ball, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds. 4:25 now. 43-17 is our score. Here in the second half. Hannah Pugliese looks ready to go for Monessen Florist. Here comes Clutter. Crosses over. Heads of the lane. She is fouled. She's going to shoot 2. Julia Benlock's going to get the foul for AMD. And, excuse me. It's going to be the team 6th foul. I may have swallowed an insect or something.
It's gross.
Yeah.
As you said after Chaz Murlock had his finger dislocated, that's gross.
I think I would rather swallow a tiny insect than have my finger look like his did.
I mean,
just put that on the record.
I think anyone might.
Clutter.
I don't really know.
Hits both free throws. But the thing is, fun fact, not a fun fact if you're an Edward Jones fan out there, Edward Jones does not have a field goal this half.
Well, all from the free throw line.
All from the free throw line. 4 points, all from the 5 points, all from the free throw line. Oh, no. Clutter does have one field goal. They have one.
I think it's a testament to the type of defense that AMD has played. I mean, we've seen Edward Jones have some really good games this season.
For sure.
But just a huge defensive
and they are missing Tori Wesolowski inside.
And
that's
Lauren Uhas as well.
Lauren Uhas, who's appeared in 2 games this season.
For Edward Jones. 1 game with Vanessa and Florist.
Right. So Gradowski's going to go on now. The clock continues to trickle down here with the running clock. Gradowski gets on the board with a free throw. If you're looking for a big, long, intense, very intensive story on this game for me tomorrow, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. It's not going to be that in-depth.
It's a good bad news Barrett quote there.
You like that?
Liked it. For all you wrestling fans out there.
I actually prefer it being a quote from Mark Madden, but hey, that is what it is. That's
He's
where he got it
quoting
from.
him.
Yes, I know.
Just over 2 minutes to go. 45-19 in favor of AMD.
Way over to Reeder, backs down with the spin, no good. Kayla Gurdich with the rebound. Gets it over to Michaela Dixon. Guarded by Abby Winkleblack. She's still pressing. Here comes Farrah Reeder after the miss. She clears the rebound out. Here goes Benlock after a head fake. Goes inside, no good. Newcomer with the rebound. Benlock with the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go to Edward Jones with 1:28 remaining here in the first half. I must say I am excited. I'm going to be taking a couple days off next week.
Yeah.
But I have been informed I am going to make my assistant coaching debut in the Mon Valley Independent Basketball League.
Oh, yeah?
I'll be sharing the bench with Chad Corrado,
Oh, wow.
Vanessa and Florist. And there's a shot by somebody, I apologize, from Edward Jones. We're going to write that down as someone. Makes it 45-21. 43 seconds to go. And Jose will verify. Someone scored that up.
Yes, he actually wrote that down.
As Sammy Smichnik goes in. She drew a foul.
So what do you think you can bring to Vanessa and Florist as an assistant coach, Jeremy?
Oh, we're going to be floor slapping on defense. Mm-hmm. I'm going to read my Coach K books tonight. From the Heart. That's my personal favorite one.
Very excited to call that game next week.
Yeah. I might even try to get a technical. It's been a while since I got one of those.
If you get a technical as an assistant coach in a league that we cover on a daily basis,
it's been a while since I've been
I will never let you
on the sidelines as a coach. Well, not really. I was on the sidelines for the Bell Vernon Youth Basketball League, K through 12 or K through 2 team.
And you're on vacation. You're still coming.
I'm a fan.
You're dedicated.
Well, you know why I'm dedicated? I got a little girl. She will be in attendance as well. But I want her to see the big girls play. I want her to get used to this. I want her to fall in love with basketball, and that's so far so good. I mean, she does have a broken arm, so we haven't been playing much. And we got to talk about you coming over to build a basketball hoop one day. But that's going to do it. That's going to be a final, 45-21. AMD with the lopsided win.
I won't forget what you just said.
What, I want you to help me build a basketball hoop? What's wrong with that?
Why you want me to help you build basketball?
Well, I don't know.
And that's it for game 2 of the night. Big win for AMD. And we will be back for our finale of our triple header between Vanessa and Florist and Cedar Brook.
Bye.